Alrighty, we're live. It's Friday. Buenos tardes, a todos. We're here. We're gonna have a beer. It's 7:30. Not a little bit later than we wanted to be, but we had some stuff to do, so that's all we could do, man. I'll just try to move the chart on my stream. So anyway, that's a good start. Alrighty, so we're gearing up here for a very short-term long, if we can. I was just trying to scout this if we could. Looks like we've just missed out on this entry by a tick. I did enter it with a market on the practice, which I'm not that confident that we'll maintain, but because I just kind of really want that entry here. So anyway, we're going to go back to the live account. We've got a bit of recovery to do here on the live. As you can see that we're down by nearly $850 and 53 dollars. Yeah, somewhere around that mark. Trend here showing that we're moving down. We're really just looking for that pickup, just a quick little scalperoo to get going. So I've drawn in this wedge here. There's a bit of a triangle going on, right angle triangle, you can see. What does it mean? Don't know, but it looks like we're following this trend down. That's basically what I'm indicating right here. We've got some resistance and support here at 1816. And it looks like we just missed that entry, I reckon, by a tick. Yeah, man, that's happened to us so many times now. Let's hope we spend a bit more time here, because I don't want to enter up here. I simply just want to scalp this trade. So let's see what we get out of this. So it looks like it's working out on the practice there. Very nicely, touching the top of that. Don't know if we'll get that back again. Let's see. This is the scalp trade that we want. I'm going to move this into profit. And this is practice account. We had a go. You can see that we're down $55 in this account today. And that was simply because I just chucked in a trade earlier today. I think, from memory, it was much earlier than that. It might have been one of these. Yeah, it might have been this drop here. No, that was 9. 10, yeah. It was this one here. I was looking for a bounce from, or rejection from, this support right here. That's what I was after. But it obviously powered through, so we got some more significant support down a bit further, which is what we're at the moment. Nice bit of volume that's kind of been moving around since about 3, so it would have been nice to be participating in these moves here, but it's what it is. Couldn't make it. Had to go to the gym, get some recharge for my a recharge for my phone, all that kind of stuff like this. So a few bits and pieces. So I think here on the I think here on the practice is going to knock us out of this trade very shortly. Not a lot of confidence. We'll see. It almost did. Probably about a tick away of knocking us out. So see how this pans out. Let's open up Discord. I'm going to do a bit of updates there on the Discord channel. A few bits and pieces to do. Yeah, that momentum slowing down there a bit on that trade. It's a pretty bearish candle one before last on the minute there, so let's look on the 5. It's looking pretty bearish at this stage. So let's see if we get knocked out. Geez, the laptop's struggling, streaming and running another instance of Brave.
Order filled.
Order filled. So let's see. Yeah, knocked out. Checks out to me. Yeah. So what I would like to see is get picked up here if we could, but on the live, yeah, that's all good. Yeah, it would be nice to collect that little bit of that scalp trade, that $100. Would be nice. So let's watch this on the live. See what we get out of it. Seems like we're following this trend at this stage. If we got knocked out of this trade, we'll have to just wait and reassess, see what happens around this resistance and support. So it's going to tag us in.
Order filled.
But are we going to keep the momentum to the downside? That's the question. This overall move is looking bearish. So we're going to go for a $100 double our risk. Take profit. But it may go down first before we go up. That'd be a classic in all the examples we had yesterday. So let's see what happens. It's not looking promising already. Looks pretty weak. Price is really struggling. So we're hoping we're not going to go below this. But we could retest this low.
Order filled.
Yeah, it was looking weak. Alright, let's see what happens around this level. Let's chuck the short in on the practice see. For a retest of that support now flipped to resistance. Alright, so the Discord is looking better. We flipped around already. It's probably gonna, yeah, take that. Okay, let's see how this candle closes, and we'll make a decision on our next position. Our next position. Alright, very good. I think we're that far away from booting up the code that's running on my Discord server again. The bots that I'd written. Visual Studios. What did we do? Now, let's see. We need to pull from my GitHub. Can't remember. Let's clone that repo. Go find it. What was it called? Oh, GitHub. Alright, let's see. So we're playing in this little triangle. Let's see what happens.
Using this triangle on YouTube Music.
Yeah, don't do that. Siri listening. Yeah, Bitcoin had a nice little rejection from that trade point that we took yesterday. Definitely would have been a good continuation to hold on to. It did another 3.95%. It's pretty good. I don't know why there's so much latency with their feedback. Good today. Audio. Oh, well, doesn't matter. So it looks like we have got the trade that we wanted. We just got touched out of it before. So the ideal stop loss location would have been just below that point there. So I remember having a good chat with the coach once. Had a chat with the coach through Topstep, and he really talked a lot about these trades that I'd be taking and get knocked out of. And he'd always say, just put your stop loss. Oh, sorry, put your entry where you're going to put your stop loss. And it's a fair point. And in this case, it would have worked out. In other cases, maybe not. So it's a really challenging one. I guess maybe you'll end up taking less trades, and hopefully more will be more successful. So that would have been in 150 right there. So it's a fair point. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Let's have a look. Whiteboard. Oh, this laptop is on struggle street. Can't even open the Windows search bar. What is going on? Let's have a look. Task manager. Still not open. Task manager still closed. Wild. Is that? We're at 100% CPU at the moment for some reason. Memory's at 92%. I think this thing has 8 gig of RAM or something. BattleNet's taken up. Fucking CPU usage for some reason. That's going. Where is that existing? Let's close it here. End task. There we go. Brave is using a fair bit too. I might close all these tabs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Computer is on struggle street. It's not even loading. we got our CPU utilization under control now. Let's see if Chrome uses less. Just logging back in here. B. Let's see if we can. Chrome. Okay. So what's going to happen here? We wonder. Still maintaining this. So our stop loss would be up here, right? All right, let's see here. Word. Right, to get my whiteboard up. All right. Let's see if this works. Rules. Here we go. So we need to make that a bit smaller. But should be able to add a filter. Effect filters. Chroma key. custom color, and it's going to be white. Similarity. Cool. Kind of works, doesn't it? Not super well. Okay. This is going to be rule of the day. Actually, this is a shocking day. Let's do chuck a line underneath it. There you go. We can make this a bit smaller. Yeah, that'll do. So let's have a look here. Getting squeezed into this little triangle we've drawn up here. Just completely arbitrary. Obviously the market doesn't give a shit that I've drawn a triangle on the chart. But yeah, let's go for it. So the stop loss would be about there, right? We'll go for another. Something like that. Coming into the spicier end of the day. That's good. Good beer. It's really a defining moment for the price action at the moment, isn't it? What we do around this level. Psychologically, there'll be other traders looking for the result of this. Looks like we would have got tagged in there. Let's have a look. So there you go. Entries are at the stop loss. The question is, are we going to keep going here? Price is looking pretty weak, and I guess overall we're trying to trade against the trend. That's the biggest thing here, aren't we? We've identified a trend to the downside.
Order filled.
And we're trading against it. Simple as that, isn't it? So all right. So we're looking like we want to gear up for a sell. Stop loss would be up here. We'll play it a bit more conservative on this account. All right. Bitcoin looks like it's gearing up to hit a point of support, which is, I guess, technically almost at now. Let's see what it does around this point. let's see if we're allowed to go to GitHub without crashing this computer. Let's see what happens here. Might need to install Linux on this PC. I think just Windows is too heavy for it, especially for streaming. Right. GitHub. I wish I could control my iPhone from my PC. It'd be really good to do. Kind of like Samsung DeX or something. Man, I miss my Fold. My Fold was awesome. It was honestly the best phone I've ever had. Running an iPhone 15 at the moment. I ruined my Fold because I fell in the water with it, so that'll do it. All right. Oh, that's right. GitHub Desktop. I totally forgot about that. So maybe I download that to manage this. All right, how we going here? See, our stop is really like that line there, so. Aim for something like that. Still GitHub Desktop. You can definitely install Linux. So slow. Awesome. Oops, where did I clone that to? Remove. Clone. No, we don't want it there. Rename this folder. Alright. Let's have a look at this. No, I think I'm going to commit to this idea. It's approximately here. Yeah. Not much we can do other than wait. Alright, so Bitcoin punched through that support. Let's see what it does around that level. Let's see. We can open up Visual Studio Code. Origin never fetched. Let's fetch that. Might close Discord. Oh man, there's so many Python files here. All doing all different things. Holy crap. FTX client. Oh man, remember when I used to trade on that? Big boy Sam Bankman-Fried's in the jail now. I don't think I've installed anything to do with Discord or anything like that on my Python on this PC, so let's just run a new terminal. How are we looking? Still looking for a continuation here. Cool. So the channel. Wow, I wonder if I just rewrite this whole thing. Because I actually don't know what's going on. Like, I do, it's just too much effort. No, I can do it. I so used to Binance API. What do I do here? Buy sell indicator. Buy sell indicator FTX. That can obviously go. We don't need that anymore. We don't really need. We've got a buy sell indicator here for DYDX as well. And the reason I did this is because there was a lot of differences between the exchanges. So looks like we're still looking for a downside move here. It's a pity we're not participating. That's what happens. I've depreciated some code as well. Well, yeah. I wonder if it is just better to rewrite and try and do it a little bit more efficient. Yeah, we've got some background tasks here, so we don't need any more. I think we can reuse a lot of this. How are we looking? So I'm wondering, we move these. Somewhere here, right? Which is essentially this resistance here. Oh, it's amazing how much stuff I wrote, man. There's thousands of lines of code here. Really need to make a decision on what's important here. Yeah, what do we want to achieve? So before, We had feeds for the Fear and Greed Index, which I like. I like that index. It's pretty useful to know. We had that as a feed. It was coming in all the time. We had newly added coins coming in as a feed all the time. So I probably like those two. So new coins. Yeah. Grid index. We had Wall Street bets that can go. It's not that interesting. Google News. Now we had a Google News feed or stream for like all the most recent crypto topics and stuff like that. So I think that's still pretty useful. It'd be good to have a Google News crypto and a Google News like more for other financial markets, I guess. We had trading signals as well. So maybe we care about the trading signals for maybe the top 10 cryptos or something like that. And maybe it would be useful to have the like most traded future stocks or something like that. Because if you look at top step, what have we got in here? You got the Dow. Where's all the... We care about the micros, right? Or MNQ is micro, yeah. So we type in micro. We know micro futures is for Bitcoin is rubbish. S&P basically follows the Nasdaq. You definitely had a better signal on the S&P, hey? Much better signal. could argue it's there. Hmm. Yeah, it screams short a lot more, but I guess not. It's essentially the same thing. You know, we identified that downtrend. We had a few touches of that support. We broke through. So it's obvious now, but that's definitely something I could have identified earlier. And I can get better at that. It's a good thought, actually. I just had a thought. It's like trying to predict the future of the market, different to what the market's telling you at the time, right? The time the market says downtrend, I said that earlier. And we attempted to trade against it, right? So yeah, I've done that stuff before. So what other? So you got Nasdaq, which we're on now. How much volume is on the Ether? Not a lot. Pretty boring. BTC. So BTC is much better. And this is something I was looking at on the other chart on my TradingView. So got this resistance here that we're hoping we're going to bounce from.
Order filled.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable trade. The fees on this are huge though. Orders. Market buy. Trades. It's not showing me at the moment for some reason. Yeah, I like that trade. Definitely got some evidence there that we're gonna move up. We just need to clear this. Stop there. We're targeting just there. Basically that next kind of resistance. I don't know why I can't add extra charts here. I can add extra components, but that doesn't help me. Like you got, what's this tilt button? What does it mean? Oh, number of percentage of traders are up. That's interesting, kind of. So more people are positive on... Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. I like that. Oh, okay. We'll put that somewhere. I don't know why I can't. It's actually pretty helpful. It's positions thing, it shows me my positions. Okay. Can I put that in here? What, like why? Like why won't that drop there? Does it only go down the bottom? No. Accounts, top spin. I don't know why I can't add. Oh, if I can make this big, that's not very helpful there. I just want to put that there. Let me pull that down. Put this here and positions. Maybe that's helpful. I can close it from here, which is good. Cool. So that's cool. You got 75% people long on crude oil. Oh, we're at our stop at the moment for Bitcoin. Remember how we had our rule? So let's see. Enter entries at where you put your stop, which we didn't do here. We didn't do. So let's see. Because we could have got tagged in there, and this would have been a better trade then. So 71% of people were still long on this.
Order filled.
Man, stuff's in the way now. Why can't I put it there? Oh, there we go, now it worked. Okay, now that's working. Okay, so I kind of got to sit it over the top. I don't think I care about time and sales, so I never look at it, so. Positions. Limit by 5. Let's chuck it here. The other thing we want to cancel is we know. Oh, I just closed the fucking chart. Oh no, how do I get that back? No. Oh, here it is. Oh, but I don't want it there. What? Fucking... Oh god. This is a nightmare. Oh, okay. Oh, yay. So, you're only allowed to have one chart. That's why it doesn't come up. Okay, now I understand. So we liked the tilt one. That was pretty good. And positions. There we go. So how are we looking? Let's get rid of this limit buy. It's just like madness. Having that there. Oh, that's right. We needed to cancel some trades for this account. And that was probably a MoQ. Or some orders that are. Alright. So let's go back here. Go to BT. Kind of looks promising. It just might take a long time to come to fruition, that's all. Wish I could create like favorites or something like this. And so it still says 73% people are long. It's cool to see, man. Very cool to see. Doesn't mean that most people are right, but they're probably be better traders than I am. Very cool. Oh, that whole thing's gone down the bottom here. That's where it went before. Maybe we do add that. We add oh, it's trades. Just handy to have. They're ready to go. Or maybe we just chuck it next to the chart. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, does it just go away when I... Why can't I... Why I need to close that? Nope. Nope. Well, it's coming at one little bit at a time. Hooray. I've got double thing here. That's why. Counts as pretty handy to have. We can check it off here as well. Orders. We've got trades. Oh, the quotes is handy. Check that there too. Alright, this trade's not looking promising at this stage. So really our stop is here. It's right at that resistance, so let's see. We're at 50 on the crude oil. Oh man, this is frustrating to have to do what I'm doing right now. This shit. So I might just go to break even on this trade. We don't have to manage it anymore. And assume that we're going to hit $100 profit, eh? It's pretty arbitrary at this stage because there's nothing else. We go 4 hour, maybe. See what other things are there. So you've got previous resistance here. Well, let's see. It seems reasonable to me. And this trade's looking bad. A bit. Yeah, remember what we said about putting those entries at our stop losses. Anyway. It's running pretty slow. So more people are short on the S&P than they are on the NASDAQ, which is interesting. So what's significant about this? People thinking that we're going to bounce from this location. I don't think I can put 2 lots of trades in on this account. Still got this limit sell here. We can do it on the practice. Ah, look at that. I think we tagged our on crude oil, right? Our little stop we had there. Yeah, it was too tight. And so we still lost money, did we? I think it's just because of the this Bitcoin trade I think is going to take its damn time. NASDAQ. We just closed. Oh man, that's frustrating. I think we closed trades that we had here. Yep. I just reset the fucking chart as well. That's the other problem.
Order
Oh,
filled.
let's try this out, eh? So they're saying 4% people think Well, the difference is more than that. But more people think to go short on the S&P, which is interesting. Versus the NAS. So let's look at the NAS, S&P. Sorry, I always want to write SNP. I don't know if it makes any difference going to the micro. No, it doesn't. It just has my lines. This looks more promising to a upside in the short term. Anyway, so people are flipping on the NASDAQ at the moment, which is interesting. See if they're right. But it's almost 50-50 basically. So the BTC trade is coming to fruition. Let's see. We're going to get the bounce that we want. I think it looks promising. Just watching on TradingView because I got Bybit up here, and it's it just moves a lot quicker and updates a lot quicker. I think getting to 66,637. 66,637 would be down there somewhere. Oh, maybe it looks different on this chart. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, there's a price difference, that's why. What is Bitcoin being sold for at the moment? It's 680. Yeah, okay. It's a $400 price difference. That's why the TradingView one doesn't line up. Yeah, I think this price right there. I think what's on Bybit would be more accurate to what the rest of the market's probably seeing, because the psychological level of 70K, oh sorry, 67,000 is at a different point. Oh, it's a lot higher. It's not up here. So we're almost offset by $100. Oh, sorry, 1,000. Almost. When it comes to like where it's oh no, it still is the 400. Don't worry about it. You can ignore me. All right, this trade's looking promising. I think we will hit that resistance and we should be good in this trade. Practice is looking okay as well. It's the Nasdaq. Did we put that trade in? Was it? Yeah. Here's another good example of just putting your entry near your stop, basically, or what your expected stop is. I think with this recovery on the NAS, is also going to reflect in Bitcoin. So hopefully, what happens on the NAS here helps us a bit. Hopefully we get a little bit of a punch up here. At least in the short term, just to grab us that stop, that take profit, so. Yeah, we're looking on the practice at 125. That was good beer. It's fake beer, really. Amazing stuff. Alright, let me just see what happens here. It's a pivot point. Do we take the profit on Bitcoin? Because the NAS may reject from here. Do we take the profit on the practice? That's the question. So more people are long on the NAS at the moment. So, including me, which is a good start. This is proving a difficult point to get past.
Order filled.
Sweet, we got our trade on Bitcoin. Sweet, man. Worked out. Yeah, awesome. Straight to that point that we're after. So MMQ now, let's watch this. Let's see if we get... It still looks pretty strong. I would say this tilt indicator is more of a lagging indicator, you know. It's probably people looking at it like me as well and going, oh, what else people are doing. Trail this a little bit, I think. Just try and maximize. What we get out of it. We've got 41 seconds left on this. We're going to close that at 152. That's fine. Happy with that. All right, baby. We're back at square one, essentially. Well, on the day that is not compared to yesterday. So we are still moving on Bitcoin here, but this point is an interesting one. This is a point where I'd be interested to see if we flip. It still looks very strong though. Oh, okay, we would have got our trade there, so we lost out on like $40 or so, I guess, you know. We can get rid of this little triangle we drew. So basically got an hour and a half worth of decent trading left. Ready to go. Looks good, man. It's doing well. And it would have been good just to trail that. Would have been much better off. Anyway. So I'm just gonna have some balls. It's driving up Bitcoin as well. Quite a lot, actually. Still going. So I'll be interested to see if we can get a sell-off. But this would be my stop loss here. In the ideal world. Good resistance there. The longs are flipping short on the NAS, according to the tilt indicator. But let's go against what the boys are saying. Let's chuck a
Order
long in
filled.
here. And just see if we get a little bit more of a bounce up. And clear this into profit. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Just take this into profit there. People already have flips back to long on the NAS. Then they're flipping around again. 61%. That's reducing.
Order filled.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Okay, we would have got our trade now. Entries here. It's quickly reducing. That's really interesting to watch live. Really interesting to watch live. Still got more people short on S&P, which is also really interesting. But Bitcoin's exceeded expectations as well. BTC. Let's have a look. So this was where we ended our trade before. So it has got a little bit more out of it. We captured half of the move, essentially, at this stage. But we do have another resistance here.
Order filled.
We'll take that on the practice as well. And just see if we get a quick reject out of it. So those NAS longs are turning short. But you know what? I don't think it's going to go short here. I don't think it's ready for it. It's so cool to see that bias live. I'm really glad I found that. Price is really struggling here. And I think we're going to make a move out. It's basically 50-50. So 51% over 49. People not sure. We have to wait for some confirmation here. Bitcoin is also doing the exact same thing. So we had a limit buy on the practice here as well, which is interesting. So we got some more shorts coming in for the NAS. Just don't know if we're gonna do it. I think it's gonna fake out, man. This is kind of where I had my stop, which is pretty close to where that came to. So Bitcoin's nicely rejecting like we wanted to. Around that point. We'll just take this into profit. Really need to clear like $12, I think, for the fee or something like this. Let's have a look here. So MNQ. Yeah, man. More people going long now. Yeah, a couple really strong 1 minute candles. Yeah, It's a nice little fake out there, isn't it? Price is looking strong. Bitcoin hopefully will hit my BTC. I want multiple charts, man. This is so bullshit. I think we're basically close enough. I'm happy to close that. $10 off. It's like hardly worth it. But I don't know if it's going to go down any further than that. Yeah, I'll just take it.
Order filled.
That's fine. So let's go to MNQ. 1 minute. So it looks positive. So we got another 6% of people, sorry, keen on the long side. But we're going to put our stop where we're going to put our entry where we put our stop. Let's see. Those longs are flipping now. It's down to 50%. It's a precarious trade, this one. Let's see if we get it. Still going to risk the 50 US dollars on this. Like we're taking less trades. It's a good win, man. I can always take the extra trades on the practice, so that's huge. So it'd be interesting to take this long. Hey, maybe we'll get tagged in on that on the practice. Got another minute left on the 5-minute candle. Be good to see this candle close as a negative candle, just to break this little trend there. Or maybe like a doji candle, something like that. think it's about there. Still need to break this. All right, so another 5 seconds left on this minute candle, and then we've got another minute after that. So Bitcoin did make a nice retrace there, but we're leveled back out. I think it was the right thing to do to take that profit there. Right, we've got 30 seconds left on the 5 minute. All right, give me this as a doji, or whip down, pick me up, take me on this ride up. Oh goodness, I'm cold. All right, quick pee break while this is thinking about it. And fingers crossed we get tagged in. Nice doji close on that. Got 59% of people who are interested in a long. And they've flipped on the S&P as well. Micro S&P. Jeez, it took them a long time to flip on that. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to do that on the practice. Just around there. Would be nice. Something like that. So we missed that by a tick, but I think we still will get ticked in. It's close enough. More people flip short on the S&P. Slightly. 2%. MNQ. Oh, yeah, what's this button do? No, can I add other charts to this? Should I, oh, here we go, here's the other layout. So maybe like I don't have a lot of space, that's the only thing. Maybe it's like this. And we take this to SN. What was I doing? Mess, that's right, what it is. Yeah, I think this is manageable. I like this limit buy here. So we got one on each. The structure's just basically the same, man. Oh, it's because I'm looking at S&P and S&P. What a noob, man. Here we go. This looks slightly different. Not a lot, but... Oh, hang on. Why? I see. It's changing both. SM, MES. I'm not retarded. It's just doing it to me. Like, why would I want two charts. Maybe you have one is higher time frame. That's why. But now this is 1 minute now. This is 5. I guess that's helpful. I don't know. I don't mind flipping between them and just being a bit more zoomed in. It's kind of helpful, I guess. Seriously. Yeah, well, this future of this long is moving further and further away at this rate. I don't know if we're going to get picked up. The moment we're coming up to some resistances here. So we'll chuck that in the chart. It's not super strong. Seems likely we'll break through this. But let's see. Still keen on the long on this trend. So be nice if we get a little repeat of this, like a reject, tap in, and move up again. That's what I'm keen on. In fact, it'd be a little bit of banter on the practice. Chucking in a short. It'd be one of those things. It's like, if you're right, it's kind of fun.
Order filled.
No. Yeah. We were wrong. Well, we may not be, but let's see. We got 2 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. We've had all blues to this point, which are all up. I think that is a good short. One of those things, I think, put your entry where your stop is, man. We would have been fine in this trade. There we go. Cool. All right, pee break, and then gym. Precarious. Interesting. Well, this entry is at our stop. Well, where our stop would have been. I got some snacks. Duolingo's giving me a hard time. I don't think this is going to stop here. Doesn't look promising. Most people think it's a long position. I think it's going to hit my stop.
Order filled.
Yeah. I think trading against the trends definitely losers. For sure, man. And I'm being a loser. How much longer have we got until we get into this craziness? So basically 40 minutes to the close. There's some nice resistance now.
Order filled.
People turn short pretty quickly. Very interesting to see what happens here. Making a mess of myself. Oh, good. These chips are the best chips in Spain. They're cheap and they're delicious. I don't know what's in them, but they're so good. Probably a bit MSG. But why that makes them so delicious. So people think it'll go long.
Order filled.
Bitcoin's had a bit of a good run up too. Back to that high. And it's still going. Yeah, it did well. How much has it done since we entered that trade? It's done 62%. Oh, sorry, 0.62. So 12% at 20x. Yeah, people flipped. Duolingo just said my Spanish skills are getting moldy. It's very nice of it. I don't think that's the case. I'm studying full time. I'm just not using Duolingo. That's a lot of snacks. Just demolish some snacks. All right, how long we got? Hour and 32 minutes. Which is really 40 minutes until we get locked out. I think we are ready for a move down. I'm just hoping that we get a bit of a jump back up before we do that. So 51% of people think that we're going to go down. Obviously coming into the close is interesting time, very interesting time to trade. Oh wow, so close. I can see myself in this action count I got. You know what I think? I think it's worth limit buy here on the practice, because I think we're going to go doo-doo up. We've seen that behavior before. Somewhere around that mark there. It's cool to test your theories though. Better to test on a practice account. There we are, in on that trade on the practice. Price is looking pretty aggressive to the downside. You got 64% of people on the short side at the moment, which is interesting. Because I think we're going to hit that high again. That's changing very quickly. This is when the fun stuff happens. Let's move this into profit. It's already changing. 57 people, 57%, 60, 50, 56. Oh man, I can't read numbers. 56% people think that's going to go short. Let's see what happens here. You know what? We're going to leave this stop down here. Like this. All right, that short percentage is changing. Let's see. Are we going to be wrong? Are we going to be right? Are we just revisiting this low before moving up? Let's see. Are we going to go like this? I've seen that so many times, man, coming into the close. It's wild. Yeah. We would have got stopped out of that, leaving that in the green. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Might just give this a tiny bit more room to breathe because we've got room on this stop. All right, it's not looking good. Might revisit these lows. It's looking very weak. But that could be what they want you to think. This limit cell needs to be in a different spot. Yeah, something like that. All right, 12 seconds left on this minute candle. And then we've got 2 minutes on the 5. Let's see how this turns out. Let it cook. Bitcoin's still looking positive as well. Really good. More people short on crude oil as well. Yeah, they've flipped on that. And they've flipped on the NAS as well. So it'll be interesting to see what crude micro is looking like right now. We still have a limit buy-in, it's dangerous. This list on the practice. Yeah, for shits and gigs, like
Order
let's chuck
filled.
a short in here. Assuming that it's going to do the same thing. Yeah, this is going to go down. I don't think it's going to go up. I think it's going to shoot down, hit my stop, and then move up. It's probably what's going to happen. It gets so aggressive around this time and it's just waiting for the move. So we've got 35 minutes left. Let's see what happens here. Bitcoin is still looking good. If we move to the upside, maybe we can hit 67,000 on that. It's worth putting a trade in on Bybit. Oh man, having these limit cells in, coming into the close is wild behavior, man. I've seen it go wrong many times. All right, we have to wait out this trade. 3 minutes 40 on the next 5. We've got two candles that have, no, one candle that's closed down, two candles that closed down on the 5. I'm going to add to this trade. We're building up a little bit more confidence here. We very well could go down first, and it won't pay off. The shorts are flipping very slowly along. Here we go, boys. I think we're going to get it. If we get that snap up, that would be very healthy. Go for the 200 on that, and that would cover pull down. So where is it's approximately there. If we get this, it'll be the trade of the day. I think it's reasonable period of time to chuck this into profit. Just in case we get a swing. Bitcoin's still looking positive. Yeah, interesting. I might continue to risk this. I wouldn't mind getting into a long on this live account to just at where I'd put my stop. Let's see if it tags us in. If it bounces through it, it bounces through it, but we have 30 minutes to close on TraderBait anyway. It's usually when the volume occurs anyway. It's really 50-50 on the scoreboard at the moment. More people think the S&P is going short. Let's have a look at the S&P. Do we still have a trade in on crude? Crude oil. Do we still? Yeah, so we're still down on that. Yeah, I don't really like this trade. Anyway. I don't think it's going anywhere. Oh, let's see what happens. MES, isn't it? So more people are short on the S&P. Oh yeah, I can see why we're short. It's definitely a reason why we're short. I really like that short on S&P. Up here. I really like it. It is kind of good having the 150k practice, because if I had 150 live, it would actually be really good to have the ability to hedge yourself. Because yeah, on the 50 we would have to put like 2.5 and 2.5, right? Which doesn't really exist. Lots, that is. Whereas on the 150 I can go 5 and 5. Actually, I can do it to 15, right? So nearly got tagged in here. It looks fairly weak, doesn't it? Would I like to add to this? Mm-mm-mm. Nearly 70% of people want to go short on the S&P, which they would be right to do, I think. Just be interesting to see if we get tagged in on that. Yeah, that's where you'd want to be. We got no music, do we? All right. Get into some real precarious times. 25 minutes to close. So the action's going to come shortly. Waiting for it. It might be quiet right through to close, but who knows, man. More people are short on the NAS at the moment. It's changed a little bit on the S&P. Our crude oil trade must be working out as well. By $5. I wouldn't say it's working out. It's close. Close to doing nothing. This trade's becoming more and more precarious as time goes on here. The more time it's spending around this level. Obviously the market thinks that this price level's worthwhile arguing over, so we just missed getting tagged in, didn't we? It was nothing. It's happened to us a lot. All right. It's getting more and more precarious as time goes on here. 57% people think to go short. Makes a lot of sense on the S&P. A lot of sense. But you'd want to be in up here. Yeah. Practice. Yeah. Thank you. I think we're going to get tagged in here in a sec. We're right
Order
on it.
filled.
There we are, tagged. So let's see what happens. I don't like how that's bounced down like that already. Yeah, the way this is looking is bad. I'm wondering to take this off the table. So I think we're going to flush lower.
Order filled.
Yes. I knew that was going to happen. All right. Let's reassess. So really the position entry was here. So we would have lost that on the practice as well, right? But I
Order
like
filled.
this.
Order filled.
I'll take
Order
the 140. Just to bring us back in line. That's the beauty about the practice. See, I can 150 practice. I can take a lot more positions. when it matters. Alright. Yeah, I think we're right on this long, man. We knew that it was like we're gonna hit a stop. We knew. So I was nearly gonna move it. I still like this limit sell, but up here. People flipping. The crude oil trade still working out. And Bitcoin's taking a bit of a turnaround as well. I think close that crude oil trade. Probably just close it from here.
Order
That's
filled.
fine. Question is, where are we going from here? So 26 minutes left. It's a pity we're not in this trade anymore because our entry was here. Or was it here? About here. So we're going to put a lit buy of 10 here on the practice. We got a minute 16 left on the 5-minute candle. It's doji on the minute. We're going to get tagged in here on the 50. Oh, that's interesting. Because it gets tight, doesn't it? So even if you put 10 lots in, I see. 25 seconds left on the 5-minute. Uh, 10 seconds. Alright, we're tagged out on
Order
the
filled.
practice, but I think it's still worth it. We haven't been tagged in yet on the live. Which I think the stop is here, right? Let's see.
Order filled.
What did we get an order filled on? Oh, I think it was just another order here. Is that right? What's this? Oh, is this on the S&P? So let's close this. We need to open the S&P chart. Is go to profit on that. So we hit that again, which is good. Practice is still looking average. So the trade did work out. Well, hasn't worked out yet. We've gone to profit on this trade anyway, so we don't really need to track it anymore. So what is going on here?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
It's not very helpful. Siri?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is our stop loss. Okay. I got confused about what was happening. We've been taken out of a trade? This is on the main queue. That's what happened. We got taken out of this one. I just got confused about where we were looking. Because we did the same trade on the 50k. Sorry, on both accounts.
Order filled. Order
gonna-
filled. Just the practice is looking bad, isn't it? So this trade kind of worked out for a second, and then didn't. Just give yourself a bit more room to breathe. I don't know where this is going. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Let's risk the house on the practice. Yeah, it's a pity we got knocked out of that trade. But we weren't willing to risk. I don't think it's going to come back here. But I'm glad we went into profit on that trade. Bitcoin did basically the same thing. Got that inrush of liquidity. Nas did the same thing, except that is where we had our limit sell before. It is. Would we do it again? 8 minutes left. Can we flush to the downside? Yeah, it's an interesting scaling thing, hey? Because on the NAS it made sense hitting that high and not going higher, but obviously on the S&P it didn't. See, on this 150k we can go up to 25 lots, which is what we've got at the moment, which is pretty wild. Very interesting. Well, overall on this session, we didn't achieve anything in regards to making any money. However, we didn't make it worse, at least, you know, slightly better. Just in both cases, you know, actually. So, well, be nice if we can do slightly better on the practice. Let's see. Let's see if we get this low. So frustrating when you're kind of at this profit level. You're like, oh, I just want to take it, you know. It's close enough to break even, but when you're clawing yourself back like that, it's just never fun. So we were through all of this, weren't we? We watched it all unfold. So, just 5 minutes left. Right, new candles printing for the 5. Micro S&P. Come on, in the next 5 minutes, just be good to just give me a little flush down, because I can take that profit. Don't go to my break even. Thanks very much. Well, we just might be out of moves here. That might be it. The 5 does look more promising for a move to the downside. Does it? Nothing's formed, I guess, so we can't make a decision on that. Overall, it's an uptrend. Interesting. hopefully just goes a little bit more to the downside before moving up. Maybe we just take the 150. Look at that, 62 already. Yeah, we'll just close this sell. So we don't have any more orders open, do we? Oh, we got an order open on MNQ as well, so we'll close that. $93, $31. Oh man. What? Like yesterday and today, super frustrating. We just haven't achieved anything. Not a single thing. Look at that. Zero, baby. Yeah. Two minutes left. Two minutes. 4 seconds. Bitcoin's still moving to the downside. Well, like, you know, from that little rejection that we've just had. Minute 43 to bring this trade back from the brink. Thanks very much. Oh, you can do it for me. Just give me something. Like, let me break even or some shit. That would be really nice. Thanks, market. I know you don't care, but it's alright. I'll turn up tomorrow. Actually, Monday now. Bitcoin's still moving down, so maybe it's a indication. We'll see. 51 seconds left. God, way too early go. So annoying. Fine. 10 seconds left.
Abuela. Tu abuela.
So helpful.
The markets are closed.
Markets are closed. Is he going to force close this trade? Let's see. Can't listen now. Can't speak now. Yes, I see though. Wow. Well, it's not closing this trade.
Order filled.
Yeah, it just did. There we go. Just as I spoke. Wow. Alright, what a session, man. So, market will be closed until Monday in 48 minutes. So we didn't achieve what we want. We were up like 250 on this trade before, and we ended up with $25. Oh, we must have had a limit in as well. Super interesting. Let's go to MNQ, which is what we're all focusing on tonight. So probably one of our best trades was Bitcoin, maybe. Let's have a look. Yes. So, assessing this, oh wow. The Bitcoin fee was $25. It's huge, man. It's barely worth it. $25 is fucking crazy. It's not worth your time. Really have to make a lot more on it. So, what have we got here? On the 17th, so we lost 50. Took 4 trades today, which is fine. How long have we been streaming for? I don't know at this stage. 2 hours and 45 minutes. So in 2 hours and 45 minutes, we took 4 trades on our main account, which is the one I care about. We lost 50, made 92. We lost 50, and then we made 6. No bueno. So we could have made $50 on the second last trade, I think. No, the first trade. I really want to, I might go back and watch the stream and just have a look at a few trades and just want to see how much they go into the positive before they went down. For these 4 anyway. So I'm interested in the MAQ trade. I think we lost that straight away. The first. I'm just thinking out loud here whether it's worth putting my stop up at 50, but it'd probably get pinged before it moves. I don't know. It's a really tough one. Because we proved like the other day, you can lose 25. We lost 25 trades, essentially. Yeah, 20 between $30 and $50 loss each time. 26 trades it was, and we made some on some of the other trades, but the average loss was like 40s. So it's not too bad, but nevertheless, not ideal. And it's amazing you can lose that many trades in a row. Just bad trading, man. Bad trading. Yeah, I love looking at this stuff retrospectively. So at 8 o'clock we had that move down. Too slow. Moved back up. Retest and bounce. So that retest would have been a great long. I think we were trying for a long there. We had it down here, I think. But maybe we didn't know where that line was before we drew it just now. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Be interesting to go back and look at it. On the 5, it doesn't look as significant. It'd be great to get in on these like rebounds. RSI does help you do that. I don't want to be changing strategies, but it would be nice to have that on my sleeve. I don't mind RSI. I'm going to get rid of the other chart. I can flick between the two. One is, so out of interest, what happened here? Nothing significant. It went up to like 40 and then down to 20, 20. Up here you'd say it's overbought, which it wasn't. But you could say maybe it's the trend, wait for a pullback and then up. Don't know, maybe if you correlate those things together. I'm not sure. Interesting. Let's look on 5. See anything else more significant to me? Nope, 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 nope. Not really. This is, we try to trade this, I think. We tried putting a long here, but we got stomped out today. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a bad trade. Oh, maybe it was here. No, it was like a 9.45. Yeah, it was here. So we can try and do that. Yeah, because it wasn't this at 10:30. Interesting. Just thinking out aloud here, looking at these trends. You wouldn't trade it in this one. This is trending market up. Very interesting. Alrighty, let's call it, eh? Best. Another successful session. Great learning, which is good, so win-win. I think we didn't lose a lot. Win rate was... Okay, so overall P&L is 900. which is fine. I'm happy with that. So practice A. Practice is still doing well with a pin all over 1,000. Cool. It was like 1,700, I think, before we started losing some trades. No, 1,500. Yeah. Yeah, it's not terrible. Daily stats. So we lost. Still decent win rate though. Yeah, this day was nice. It's a nice day. Cool. Alright. This one's looking terrible. Absolutely shocking. Win rate's better though. Just improved, so. Alright, let's kick it out of the park next week. Sign off. All the best.